town. One better than the weatherman, couple short of mine so far, but it's going to get there, it really is. Don't think it's going to get to Barbara's 27, I really don't. It's Friday, coming into a brand spanking new weekend, October 28th, and I'm really elated because Junkyard Heights is coming back. Believe me, these guys, well, just love their work. You really do. So let me do this.
Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Got to welcome along everybody that's joining us live this morning. If you're going to join us a little later on over there on YouTube, you know what to do, right? No, you do. Seriously, sub, thumb, bell, bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people, much like Junkyard Heights today, coming out of New York. And believe me, like us, you know, get thummy with that thing. Go on, double, there you go. And while you're there, subscribe. Become part of the Galaxy family. We call it the noise, and believe me, it gets louder and louder and louder exponentially every day. It really does. Looking forward to today's interview, I really am. But first of all, let me tell you how happy we are to be in association with Rise Up TV, Big Records, Sony Music, The Orchard, here at Galaxy.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record and Sony Music The Orchard.
And I did promise these guys that I wasn't going to hold them up for an hour and a half like the last time we did the interview. But believe me, these guys are worth the time. They really are. Junkyard Heights coming out of New York. Here's End of the End, right here at Galaxy. How are we feeling, guys?
Great. Good.
Yeah, nobody's broken out any alcohol yet, and I'm a little worried.
I'm ready.
Damn
it.
Sorry, Craig?
It's off camera.
Oh, no. Be yourself, brother man. Be yourself. Brian, it's good to see you again, my bro.
Good to see you too.
It's from one facial hair to another. You know, it's always nice to have a little. There we go. Look, you man of the time. I like that. Kevin, where's yours?
I've got a recording later. I'm going to be coherent, kind of. So.
That's no excuse.
Well, I know, but that's the one I'm going to go with today.
Right, it's like Jello. There's always time for alcohol.
You're right. You're correct.
Yeah, absolutely. Strange coming from a guy that doesn't drink, though, don't you think?
Yeah.
I got a psychiatrist over in Long Island, and she says to me, Grant, you could fit in here very, very well. I went, seriously? She goes, yes, you could be a cab driver. I went, really? I could? She goes, yeah, you could drive people to drink. It's true. It really is. Her name's Randy O'Neill. Absolutely stunning artist in her own right, but she is a psychiatrist as well. So if you do need to, I got you covered.
Sweet.
Is she expensive?
I'm sorry?
No, she'll be
Is she
free.
expensive?
As long as they do gigs.
No, I'm sure they, you know, if you want to collaborate with a couple of songs, we might be able to work something out.
Okay.
You never know.
Right, yeah.
Oh dear. She comes from New Jersey.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
New Jersey. That's why I think she thinks I could be a cab driver, you know, if I talk like that.
Yeah.
Want it up a bit?
Yeah.
There we go.
Hi, Jim.
Gosh, it's hot
Hi,
in here.
Jim. Hi.
Last year, guys, the bosses came to me and says, what do you want? Because it's coming into summertime. What sort of fan do you want? And I went, something about, well, I don't know, 6'2", blonde hair, blue eyes, about 18, you know, comes from Sweden would be, you know,
The
Right.
tall one, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, no,
There you go.
they bought me a bloody gold ear.
Which is just a
It's
fan.
an oscillator.
And then you walk along.
I'm waiting for them to come and ask me this year what I want. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, so very, very happy to have you guys joining us this morning. And believe me, fantastic band, of course, Junkyard Heights, coming out of New York. Now, we have met them before and we have had a rather considerable interview the last time, and I'm sure Joe and Liam wised up and got stuck in catering somewhere. But we do have, of course, Brian and Kevin, and also our good friend Craig is joining us from the band. So welcome back, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having-
Now, I got to get the right button. The engineers have switched things around. They play practical jokes on me. Nice to have you guys back. Now, you guys are coming into winter over there right now. What sort of temperatures are we looking at over the winter period?
Cold. It'll get down below zero a little bit, but for the most part, it sticks around. Talking Fahrenheit here, 20. Give or
Okay,
take.
okay. I kind
But it
of...
bounces around in New York too. We can have a day that's 45 degrees, and then the very next day it can be 10. You know, so.
Totally understand that one too. I come from Auckland, which is our biggest city here in New Zealand. You can have all 4 seasons, no matter which suburb you want to drive to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, it's one of those places. It really is. In fact, it's one of those places you just love to leave. You know, once you hit the motorway and you're out of here, it's just that much better. It really is. And I think that's why we moved down here. Now, we opened the show to End of the End. Now, Craig, tell me a little bit about this.
Well, so that song, you know, we, as you're probably familiar, well, maybe obviously a lot of the people listening aren't necessarily familiar, but we're kind of a blues, roots rock, southern rock, country, kind of a meld. And then obviously listening to End of the End, that's something completely different. You know, it's I'm not even sure where to begin with that. It was just that Brian came up with this amazing riff, and we just, you know, we had to write it, even though it wasn't necessarily the same genre that we do, but it's just one of those things. We're really flexible with what we write. If it's a good song, you know, heck, we'll write it and record it and put it out there. We don't necessarily want to be held to one genre per se.
Totally understand that. And Brian, the inspiration must have been phenomenal with that track, because believe me, there's a lot of people that are requesting it, especially when we play you on a Saturday.
Yeah, well, that's nice to hear. Yeah, the inspiration is, you know, I draw from so many different musicians. It's crazy. That one, I was just noodling around in my man cave downstairs, and I just, sometimes what I'll do is I'll just pick up the guitar, and I have no agenda in mind. I just grab it and start playing. Sometimes things just jump out, and that's one of them that just jumped out at me. So I record it on my phone, and then I'll send it to Craig and Kevin. You know, it's like, who do I have here? You know, and then they take the ball and run with it. But, you know, I grew up on Jimmy Page and Ritchie Blackmore, and I listened to a lot of that. And then, of course, I've got so many influences, as we all do. And that's the nice thing about this band is our influences are, we all pretty much like most of the same music. And like last night, I was listening to Miles Davis with my wife. So there's that. Or she's in an orchestra, so we'll listen to classical music. But I'm a rocker, though, I gotta say.
Well, I'm pleased you listen to music with your wife. I got to be honest with you, the other day, actually, because I don't drink, I dropped into the pub just to say hello to a couple of mates of mine. The barman comes up and he goes, "Grant, haven't seen you a long time. You used to come and play pool and darts with your wife." I went, "Yeah, but she's got a blunt head now." Now, Letitia coming out of Pittsburgh is asking Kevin, how do we get hold of you as a fan? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Are you a talker? But more importantly, guys, do you respond?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have a band page, junkyardheightsband.com. And then we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, just Junkyard Heights. If you go to Junkyard Heights, it'll bring us, you'll be able to connect with us. And we get back to people.
Yeah.
We're pretty up on stuff, so I like to think.
Very, very cool. Now, Rodney, coming out of Alberta, Canada, is saying, how do we get hold of merch? Do you have merch? Do you have a website, and can we go there and purchase merch?
Yeah. We do have merch. I don't think it's on the website yet, though, is it? Or is it?
Yeah, it's on there.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. That's brand new for us. Then I know we were in the process of setting that up. I just didn't realize I had gone to it yet. But yeah, we have a ton of things: hats, T-shirts, keychains, all that kind of stuff. So,
Craig, you're going to have to send me some swag now, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd be honoured to be able to wear your brand. Especially,
we would love to have you wear it. Send us your address. You have to do that.
I'll get Barbara onto that, give you sizes, everything like that, if you know what I mean. But seriously, guys, I'd be very, very honoured to be able to wear your brand while we do this, and it works subliminally, literally. You never know who's watching, and while they're doing this interview, or while we're doing the interview, they're watching that, but they're on the interwebby thing, having a look at your merch store and, seeing just what tickles their fancy. And I always fancy, guys, spend some money. Okay? Go and buy some merch, literally. Do that, and believe me.
So stark in one of our shirts. You would look so good.
I got to agree with you. I really do too. And believe me, I'm really, really interested in it. I really am. Especially if you've got some koozies and bits and pieces. Maybe we could do some giveaways as well. You never know. We might be able to talk turkey. But in the meantime, follow you. Tell me about this.
Okay, so follow you again is down in my man cave, and same deal. I pick up this was an acoustic guitar piece, and I just started off with that main riff that starts the song, and I probably wrote it about 5 years ago or so, and I used to it's morphed a little bit, and then I thought it would be really a real strong piece for the band to work on. And even as we were recording it, as Kevin can attest to, in the studio, it underwent some big changes as we were putting it together. And that's the beauty of the way we construct songs, we each bring something to the table, and I might start with a riff, and then Kevin comes up with something to add to it or change, and then Craig takes the ball and runs with it, because he'll come up with the lyrics and a vocal melody and harmonies. And a lot of times, by the time we're done with it, it's different than when it first came out of my head. Or the same with Craig. Craig comes up with some great vocal ideas, and by the time we're done messing around with it, it's different than he envisioned it. But it's still really, I think they're still really good.
Brian, I've got a great vocal idea for you as well. How would you guys like to do a voice drop for me saying you're Junkyard Dogs from New York here on Galaxy? Something like that. We would love to and be very honoured to play you.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Done deal.
Yeah.
Done deal. Believe me, I'll look forward to it. I'll get Barbara to give you all the details again. But in the meantime, folks, believe me, this is growing in momentum here as Junkyard Heights and Follow You. Damn it. Can we, have we got the Kiwi air conditioning going? We do?
Yeah,
Open the bloody window?
So it's springtime in New Zealand, is it there, Grant?
It is, it is. In fact, Barbara had a lamb the other day on her farm.
I did.
A
Wasn't
surprise
me,
lamb.
please,
She wasn't expecting that one. She just won't let me ride the bloody things.
You could just about at the moment.
Oh look, I'm no good at sheeping. The last time you got me to go sheeping, you know, I lost it for a week.
Well, there's two over the back.
I found it at the local massage parlour with $20 stuck to it.
And a phone number.
Oh, and the phone number, yeah, of course. It was too. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Guys, did you see that the chicken union has come out and said that there's no more crossing the road?
Richie, have you got any more
No.
music to send
They
us?
have. Now they're taking
It's been a
Uber.
while.
Well, it's all because the last chicken that got hit crossing the road, well, let me say, he's made it to the other side.
True.
Right on my plate with barbecue sauce.
Mate, I like a good barbecue sauce.
So what's your delicacies over there? Do you have any like food that's something that's special to your area?
Lamb roast.
Kiwi
That's
fruit.
special to me. And kiwi fruit.
Kiwi
yeah.
fruit, literally.
Huh?
Yeah, honestly, go down to your grocers and ask for some, or whoever sells fruit over there, and ask for some kiwi fruit. Mate.
Kiwi? Oh.
Kiwi
Oh yeah.
fruit.
We eat keep.
Gold is the best.
very
I
good.
don't like the green.
Barbara says gold is the best. I dispute that. I think the traditional green is better, but, you know, it's down to taste really. But where Barbara lives, she's surrounded by kiwi fruit
yeah.
farms, literally. And her
Wow.
husband has only just finished working as a forkie for one of the biggest exporters in the country, you know what I mean? So,
It's unbelievable.
Wow.
big deal. It's a big deal. As far as meat goes, I like a bit of, bit of lamb. I don't mind a bit of lamb, bit of mint sauce with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're more
Barbara
simple.
doesn't like me talking about eating sheep.
No, we don't eat ours.
She names hers.
You know, cry when they die.
Does it make her mad?
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, especially when they call her Barbara.
And
I can keep up with Grant.
They
He's
do,
joking.
but
Oh,
I'm really good
you
about
got to watch
it.
out for her though. She feeds
Come
them sheep
inside
nuts. I'm
sometime.
thinking, oh my God, is that
Yes.
what you do after you castrate them?
Thank
That's right, you're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM, and such a very, very happy day because we're joined by our good friends Junkyard Heights coming out of New York. Now, guys, Tracy coming from Melbourne is asking, how did you come across the name Junkyard Heights?
Thank you, Kevin.
Well, that came from my brain. I don't know how, but it's kind of weird, hard to explain. Like, I was kind of thinking about, what our musical style was, and it's really hard to really pinpoint. And like Craig was saying before, we have all these different styles that our songs kind of touch on, and we kind of developed our own style, which we call dirt rock. So, thinking along the lines of a dirt rock, our music's a little dirty sounding, kind of, not in a X-rated way or anything, but so we're thinking Junkyard. You think Junkyard's kind of dirty and stuff, but we're kind of classy too. So Heights, you think, all right, and it just kind of stuck, and everybody liked it, and it's really worked out good for us. Everybody likes it. It's original, trademarked. So don't try to steal it. You can't. No, I like it. I mean, I think everybody likes it. It's original, so kind of fits the music, that's for sure.
That almost sounds like Sesame, literally. Kevin, at the same time, I got to let you know that one of my most favourite places when I was younger, I used to be a tow truck driver, took hiatus from music, literally, and I used to absolutely love playing around the junkyard. You never know what you're going to find there, you know what I mean? So for me, it was an absolute playground.
You might find one of us lingering around there. You never know.
Yeah, well,
You'll be walking around, and there's old cars that have been sitting in a field for Lord knows how long, and you could admire good old American design from the 40s and 50s, and it's got that old school, and that's, I think, what Kevin was alluding to as well, is that we've got like an old school feel. Our amplification, we use like tube amplifiers, and we're old school, but at the same time, we try to keep it fresh and modern and keep up with the times. So there's the Heights.
I get it. I really do. Besides, I was just contemplating, looking at the old cars and everything back in the day. Wonder how long it's going to be before we start reminiscing about the very first old school electric cars.
Go there.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I was talking to a country singer the other day, and I says, if you really look to the future, it's not going to be too long before you're going to get this very, very sad cowboy sitting on his front yard drinking and singing with his moonshine about the woman that ran away with his electric ute.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't go too far, because after 300 miles, she's going to have to pull over and charge it, so she couldn't get too far.
Well, I was thinking 25 metres. How long does the cord go for?
Yeah.
Truly. But having said that, Junkyard Dog, now, is there a little bit of WWE wrestling in this? Because I remember a wrestler called Junkyard Dog back in the day. And as soon as and believe me, I think it's music to drive fast to be very honest with you. I love this track. But please, tell me all about it.
Well, Junkyard Dog, that goes in such a different direction than the other two songs you just played. I would say it sort of leans more toward being familiar with the rest of our songs, although it's a lot earlier on. Junkyard Dog is a guy using the dog to get rid of a girl. So you can kind of he talks about biting her in the arm, biting her in the leg, and so on, and kind of getting her out of there. But it's totally blues rock, and it was sort of early on in our adventure.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got to be honest with you, Craig. I actually have this one playing in my car, And when it comes to biting and everything like that, well, let's put the female perspective on this. And the wife says she's trained the dogs for me anyway. You know, and that's why I say it's music to drive fast. I get in, but I'm out of there. Believe me, I'm not having the dogs biting me. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM today, joined by Junkyard Heights. Here is Junkyard Dog. Damn, it's hot in here. Everybody in the fishbowl's laughing at me. They're saying I'm a big wuss. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and send you that rusty truck right now.
Please, please.
I can't. I thought I sent that to you already. I apologize.
No. By the way, do you guys have a Christmas song?
No, but we could probably come
Greg
up.
actually recorded one.
Believe me,
Yeah,
we're starting to play now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what, 58 days or something until Christmas. You know, it's not that far away. And time to start considering it. I mean, everybody's right now looking at Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Craig,
Yeah, we do.
Craig did one, he did a Christmas song, and it's phenomenal. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, it's great. So,
Well,
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you get it to us, see if we can get Barbara to squeeze you into the Christmas show this year. Because believe me, it's a hell of a laugh, I've got to be honest. And sometimes alcohol could be had.
oh well,
The two times of the year that I'm allowed to drink is literally Christmas and New Year's. And if you join us on New Year's Eve, my God, that one's going to be hilarious. Well, I tell you what, one New Year's Eve we had a guy from Norway and a guy from Canada. After the show, they were still drinking and talking and carrying on.
They will know Tim.
You know Tim Steinrock from The Mighty One?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, Tim and Gia from the Biking Queen. The next morning I came into work, right, because I just left the machines on. I just got up and walked. I was that drunk, I forgot to turn everything off. So I come back the next morning, and Gia's going, Tim, wake up. Tim, wake up. I'm going, oh my God, this is a number of hours later. And Tim's passed out, and Gia's still talking. Guys, we're going to wrap it up from here, but don't go anywhere just yet. We'll do the photos thing, okay? That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and such a pleasure to have the Junkyard Dogs at Junkyard Heights joining us. I love that track, Junkyard Dog, I really, really do. And I'm just going to say, guys, are you looking at anything new in the future? I know there's a rusty truck somewhere in the background. It's not electric, is it?
It's a video.
It's a video.
No, there is a video that we're going to be releasing that we just made, and it'll be this next Tuesday. There's a video that goes along with the song Rusty Truck, which is a single that we just released.
Now, I'm looking forward to having a chat about that. Will you come back again and talk to me about this one?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice. And tell Liam and also Joe, if we don't see them before Christmas time or anything like that, as for yourselves, you know, please take care over the festive season. You know, drink and party nice. What do you reckon?
Yeah. I didn't catch that for some reason.
Okay, well, I'll repeat it. Tell Liam and Joe, as for yourselves, over the festive season, to stay safe, drink and party nice.
Will do, absolutely. Same to you.
Yeah, believe me, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing what can come out of Junkyard Heights 2023. Will you come back again?
Oh, absolutely.
They might be here
We'll
in
be back.
December.
Hopefully we get there. And
No.
meet you in
Nice. And please, all the best for Joe and for Liam as well. Sorry they couldn't make it today. But in the meantime, guys, we are going to have to wrap it up right here. Please don't go anywhere just yet, because believe me, the crew over here, they want to take photos and stuff like that. We've done this before, and I'm sure you're going to look forward to the cartoons that follow. You know what I mean?
All right.
Okay. But in the meantime, let me tell you how happy we are to be in association with Rise Up TV, Big Records, Sony Music, The Orchard, here at Galaxy.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record and Sony Music The Orchard.